What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a pencil illustration of Mega Charizard X from Pokemon. For today's lesson we'll need some plain white paper and something to draw with. I'll be drawing with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Now you want to begin this drawing by blocking out the basic shape of the head. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. So we'll start from the very top in the middle. We're just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's move back to the center and draw another line going all the way across from left to right. Now to help us define the size of the head, we're going to sketch a circle in the center using these guidelines. So let's start from the center. We're just going to move up towards the top. I'm going to mark off that top line. Let's measure that distance from the center down towards the bottom. Do the same thing. And then we want to repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center down towards the left and then down towards the right. Let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. And the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide and reference. You can always come back and just smooth this out later. Now let's find the halfway point between the top of our circle and the center. So right about here. Now from this point, we're just going to angle the head coming down and out towards the left. We're going to draw a straight angle line going across towards that point. Extend that all the way out towards the right. From the outside, let's curve the muzzle, coming down and then in towards the bottom. Then from here, we're just going to angle this up and then in towards the side of our circle. Let's add some shape to the neck. We're going to start from the top of our circle. It's going to bend the neck, going all the way around the outside, come down and then across. Then we'll go to the bottom of our circle, draw that same curve. So bend this in, come across, and then down. Let's continue to add some more shape to the head. We're going to start with the top, starting right where the circle meets this line. It's going to angle the eye, going up and across. Follow this angle line going towards the back. And it's going to blend in towards the horn. We're going to bend this out and then up. Let's taper this down and then in towards the side of our circle. Let's move to the center, draw that same curve, that horn in the back, going up. And then taper that back down in behind. Let's layer the back brow in behind. From this point, come down, angle this down and out, and then down on top of the muzzle. From the bottom of the outside brow, we're going to angle this up and out towards the nose, bend this out and then down. Now we're going to add that center seam of the mouth. Let's start from the bottom, curve this in and up, down and then in towards the side of our circle. Angle this up. Now from here, we're just going to curve this in and blend it into the trim across the neck, going in between and then down. Let's add in the back nostril. We're going to go up, angle this down, and then pull that back in. Let's add a fang along this point, coming down and in, taper that back up. Now from the front of the beak, add another fang coming down and up. Now I'm going to add some more shape to the jaw. I'm going to start on top of the fang, bend the chin coming down, come across, and then up towards the circle. Now I'm going to place the eye across this line. So right up here, let's sketch a small circle. From the top and bottom, I'm just going to angle this down and out towards that line. And then from this point in the mouth, we're going to add that flame on top. I'm just going to add the general shape. So we're going to go up, bend this down, go up, and then down. Let's go back to the front, draw the bottom of the flame, curving this down, go up, and then taper out towards that point. Let's follow this angle line all the way over towards the tip. We're going to add a point, coming back in towards the side of our circle. And then we're going to line some more spikes across the back of the neck. Let's start down here. So we go down and out, and then taper that back in. Now as we come down towards the bottom, we're just going to angle these spikes aiming towards the eye. So coming down and then up. And then we're going to go a little bit smaller as we come down the neck. Now that we have a rough sketch, we're going to go in and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now once we're happy with the general proportions, we're going to use this rough sketch as a guide to help us add some more detail and refine the shapes. Now I like to start with the eyes. We start from the very top. We're going to work our way out towards the brow. And then we're just going to darken up the outside of the eye coming in towards the pupil. Just going to rough this in. And then from the eye, we're just going to work our way out. So we're just going to add a little bit of shading underneath. And then a fold along the top. And we're going to add some more shape to the brow. Going up. And adding some scales across the top. Just drawing that back brow. And we're going to blend this in towards the nose. So just going to bend the nose coming down and in. Add some wrinkles across the edge of the mouth. And go back and just add in a nostril. Adding some folds across the top. Darken up the inside of the nostril. And add some folds coming back in. Let's add some more shape to the chin and jawline. Just going to pull this up and in so it's not as round. Now adding some folds across the base of the neck. I'm just going to add some more shape to that flame. Just adding these points all the way around. Now working our way across the top of that horn. Separate the top with these points going up. And then layering that back horn in behind. Again, just adding some more folds. Now I want to go back and clean up our drawing one final time before we add in our contrast. Now in this pass, we're going to go in and start darkening up our contours. We're also going to add in some shading as we go. So really enhancing those folds and wrinkles. And just layering them on as we go across. Now with the eye, I just want to shade this in. Just feather that shading going around the iris. Now along the bottom of our drawing, we're just going to fade out our details. Just adding an inner layer inside the center of our flame. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some various tones and shading, starting from the horns. So I'm going to darken up the tip, just to make the glow on the end a little bit more vibrant, and just fade that down. Also going to add some shadow going around the eyes. Now we're just adding a shadow across the bottom of the head, but we're going to set this up just to add a little bit of a highlight along the bottom edge. As we get closer to the end, we're just going to add some spots and clean up our shadows, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a detailed illustration of Mega Charizard X from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.